Hi, Gertie. How are you?
I'm good. It's so wonderful to see you in real life.
Exactly. After so many months.
So many months. And you look beautiful as always.
Thank you. I'm wearing Eleve Cosmetics. So this is a story for you to know. In the things that I love, I made a commitment a few years ago to use only natural products for my entire body. And I was going to do a photo shoot for the cover of Austin Woman, and there comes Gertie. And she did my makeup. I love my makeup. I love the products, and since then I've been using those products every day. I don't buy anything else, not only because I know they're safe and they're healthy, because the colors are so incredibly good for you. You don't need to get hours and hours of makeup to look well. So we're going to go into the journey of how did you decide to start Eleve?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I got my journey in makeup. It started way back when, growing up as a ballerina. So I started doing my own makeup and having people teach me how to do makeup when I was a little bitty girl. And it started with stage makeup. And I loved seeing how makeup could transform you, into this character and just give you this confidence. And that's kind of where my journey began as a little girl. Now fast forward, 10, 15 years later, I decided to really venture into being a professional makeup artist and was trained professionally in doing makeup for photo shoots and weddings. And working in that industry, I saw a serious lack in transparency in the cosmetics world, and not knowing what ingredients were in products you were using and what you were putting directly on your precious skin. And I think I started realizing that when my clients started asking questions. And that to me really opened my eyes that there was a huge need for a clean, non-toxic beauty line that could work on everybody. So that being, gluten-free, paraben-free, non-toxic, using sustainable ingredients, and not only good for you, but also good for the environment. So that there started my journey in making cosmetics and finding out how to create a line that could meet all of those qualifications.
So it's so interesting what you're saying, because for example, I'm gluten-free, I don't eat anything that has gluten, but then you take care of all of these and then you put something in your face that has a gluten, and what is the purpose of that,
Exactly, yes, and it's kind of an afterthought, because at first you think about what goes into your body, but we don't always think about what goes on our body. So I'm glad our eyes are becoming more open to this, and every day I'm seeing people ask more questions, and it's so rewarding for me to see that we're really thinking about that part of our healthy self as well.
Well, we spend so much money in beauty products and treatments and everything, and for me is we work out, we eat healthy, but then you put these things on you that have a ton of chemicals, and you throw off the drain everything else that you did. Isn't that true?
Absolutely. I mean, it absolutely makes a difference. Our skin's our largest organ, so we have to take care of it, and what we put on it ultimately does get absorbed into your body. So I couldn't agree more.
So how long ago did you start at Eleve Cosmetics?
So I started Eleve in 2015. That is when I launched the very first product, which was Bombshell Beauty Balm. And from there, it was a really fun journey. I really focused on launching one product at a time, so I could be mindful of what I was putting into each product and not rushing the quality. So it's really been just a fun journey getting to really focus on each thing, each piece, and most importantly, the ingredients.
So you have 2 stores?
So we have also, we're online, and then we have our flagship store, which is based in Austin. So we're just about 10 minutes down the road here.
Yes, very close by. And you are now in the Etho, and we're very excited to have the line in the Curated now, so you can buy her entire line at the Curated. But I want to go and explore makeup with you.
Yes, I would love to.
There are things about makeup. You sometimes see people that use too much makeup.
Yes.
What happens when you use too much makeup?
Well, I feel so. Our whole belief at Eleve is to really accentuate what you have. So rather than cover up and put on a mask with makeup, we want to make you look and feel better about yourself, but without trying to mask or change yourself. So I think that's very important with being natural, a natural beauty. We like to highlight, your best features with makeup. I think when you put on too much makeup, ultimately, it can actually age you and make you look older. So a lot of times, with makeup, of course, there's a time and place for everything. Stage makeup, we do a little more. But, every day, I really believe less is more with makeup.
That is a great tip.
Yeah.
Less is more with makeup. And I know that in COVID times, we're not doing a lot of makeup, but that means when you want to feel a little better, and Zoom, I think there needs to be a new etiquette for Zoom.
Right.
Because one thing is that you're doing Zoom with your team, and try not to do it in your PJs. Be mindful of the background. But also, a little something here, a little something in your lips to uplift you. So give us some tips to look better in the Zoom meetings.
I love this. This is a really, really wonderful topic. So with Zoom, all it takes is a little bit. You could throw on some Bombshell Beauty Balm to even out your skin tone. Even just doing that one step is going to make a huge difference on video. Now, I recommend, taking it a couple steps more. You can pop on just a little bit of concealer to brighten, adding a little bit of blush and a lip. You can do that in under 5 minutes, and you're gonna look outstanding on video. And it's a quick, easy routine that will make a big difference.
See, even wearing your yoga pants,
Yes.
just get a little going on. It's a new norm, but we don't need to look tired. And that is my next question. When we are tired, what tips can you give us that we can do to kind of hide the tiredness?
Yeah. Believe me, I go through this weekly. I have a 2.5-year-old, so there are many days that I'm tired. I always recommend concealer. Concealer's one of the best things you can do. Just add a little pop to really brighten underneath your eyes. Again, blush is going to it's going to brighten your whole face, and it's going to give you a little bit of a lift. So I recommend keeping the blush higher on the cheekbones, and that's going to instantly give you that little lift. Mascara is always great for helping tired eyes. And I would also recommend adding just a little bit in the brows, even if it's just a little touch, but that's also going to give you that instant lift and pick your eyes up and frame your face. And it's amazing what a little bit of makeup, how it can make you feel, and how, having been in my pajamas for a good month, when quarantine started, putting on a little bit of makeup, it changes your whole energy. So I think it's fun. Now is a great time to play around with makeup and change up your routine and have fun with it.
Attitude is everything, and when you feel it, you project it. That's the way I feel.
Absolutely.
So, among your products, I have a few favorites. The eyeliners are the best thing on the face of the planet, because I have a huge issue with you put the eyeliner and then in a couple of hours you have it all smudged here in the middle.
Yes.
And it doesn't look good. And yours stay there all day long with nothing. And I'm telling you, I travel a lot. Well, I used to travel a lot. And I used to do a lot of meetings and things all over the world. And I love that eyeliner. It's a killer product of yours. Another thing that I love is the concealer, because there are concealers that all of a sudden there's this whiteness that you, instead of you looking fresh,
Yeah.
it looks like you were going to do a TV show and you lost the camera.
Yeah. Yes, we call it, kind of, it's the raccoon eyes, or, you know how you can get it too bright and too white under here. It can actually do the opposite effect. Rather than making you look more awake, it actually draws attention to that area. So I think that's very important to have a good concealer. And another thing, concealer can also age you. If we're not careful, if it's too thick or heavy, our concealer is very creamy and very easy to use. So it actually, rather than highlighting, fine lines, it actually smooths and does not settle into them.
And you taught me to do it with my fingers. So it really slides and you'll apply it in a couple of passes and it's done. Versus other concealers is like, you can see that heaviness.
Right.
And then you start layering and the situation doesn't get good. The other thing that I love is the eyebrow. It's a gel.
Yes.
With a very meticulous brush that is perfect because it just delineates your eyebrow. Isn't that true?
Yes, and you're a perfect example of beautiful brows. You do such a great job with it. We like to make all of our line very easy to use. So I love having the brush and the gel. You dip it in there, and I think anyone can do it. I think my 2-year-old can do it. It's very, very easy to use. It's very hard to mess up. Much easier to use than a pencil. So
I tried so many things for the eyebrows because, believe it or not, my hair color is light, so my eyebrows get light and you cannot see them, and I have to work on them. And these has been a lifesaver. And I think I bought my eye product over a year ago and I still have it. So it's nothing, you're not going to start buying every month or every 2 months.
Yeah,
there's some that dry, there's some that...
Right. It's very important for it to last. You're making an investment in your beauty and your makeup. So we really try to make everything last a long time. A little bit goes a long way with Eleve.
That's true. So you're a mom and you have a 2.5-year-old.
Yes.
Tell us, what adjustments have you been making through this COVID period? With dealing with the close of the store, because you had to close the store for several weeks.
Oh, yes.
And the baby and everything.
Yes, it has been an adjustment. I think the first month we were, stressed and just not knowing what the future was going to hold, not knowing, how we were going to adjust to this new normal. And at that point, not even knowing that it was a new normal. I think now that we know, we've really gotten into a routine, and it's really a beautiful thing. I think so many great things have come out of this quarantine. I get to take Goldie to Eleve with me every day. She is my makeup queen. I'm in so much trouble. But it's beautiful having her at work with me, and Eleve is truly a family company. From my mom being there with us to my husband helping out, Goldie being there. My sister and I own Eleve, so that's a lot of fun. I get to work with her every day, so that is really keeping me sane during quarantine 2020.
So Eleve is going to be, it's at the Curated already, and from now till the end of August, we're going to have free shipping on anything you buy of Eleve from the Etho. So I want to do a challenge.
Yes, let's do it.
How about for our best customers, we will do a one-on-one with them, and you'll give them special tip to the best customer, how to apply the makeup, what to use, all of that.
Absolutely.
Do you take the challenge?
I take it.
I will be on that. We'll do a Zoom call, and I will share with you my insights about the products, and she will give you a personal session of how to better apply everything. And believe me, since she did my makeup, I even came back after, because the photo shoot was intense, so after the photo shoot, I came to the store, I sat down and said, okay, do it all over again.
Teach me.
Yes, take two. And I wrote everything. So now I know it by heart, but I start getting used to it. And the beauty of this is I feel very natural. I don't feel overdone. And they're great and amazing products. So thank you so much. We love having you at the Etho, and please go and find your favorite products. And this is part of my series, the things that I love. And it not only I love amazing products, I love amazing women entrepreneurs that are badasses and doing great things in life. So thank you.